Right, you ready? Question 1. Which English coastal town, lying 209 miles away from London, has the motto "It's so bracing" and was the site... Keith, just?
Skegness.
It was, yeah. It was going to be in the site of Billy Butlin's first holiday camp.
209 miles, that far? I noticed Durham's only 250 miles from London.
Long way across.
Yeah, it's fair
Can't just get on with it, mate.
Which service provided by the BBC ceased to exist from the 20...
Well,
Keith?
Seafax?
Seafax, yeah. Formed as Atomic Mass, which band from Sheffield achieved fame with their second album? Keith?
Full?
No, it's -1. Which band from Sheffield achieved fame with their second album, High and Dry? Keith? Steve?
Arctic Monkeys.
No, Mike?
Def Leppard.
Yeah, Def Leppard. It's going to go on for a while, but it's going to end up in Name the Band that features Joe Elliott on lead vocal.
Def Leppard.
This British city lost its city status in 1888 but was re-granted it by Queen Elizabeth in 1994. Based in Pembrokeshire and lying on the River Allen, what is the smallest city in Britain? Keith?
St David.
It is, yeah. John 11. I have always depended on the kindness of... Martin?
Lance de Bois.
Yeah, good answer.
What was that?
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers is the famous last line of which literary character?
Who was it?
Blanche de Bois of Streetcar Named Desire.
Well done.
Excellent.
Excellent answer.
His victory at the Battle of Lewes was a complete reversal of affairs in England and saw the capture of Henry III. However, in the following year he was defeated at Evesham by the future Edward I. Name this barren leader.
John Gott?
No.
Oh, I know now.
Anybody else?
No.
Yeah, Simon de Montfort.
Yeah.
Which boxer of the 1930s was at the time the heaviest man ever to have held the World Heavyweight Champion? Keith?
Primo Carnera.
It is, yeah.
Gambling house.
That was going to be the end bit, whose nickname is the Ambling now. Which French president uttered the famous quote, "Politics is too important to be left to the politicians"? He served as general in World War II. Steve?
Well, De Gaulle.
De Gaulle, yeah.
Oh.
A statue of this person appears in St Martin's Place in London, and at the outbreak of World War...
They discover.
It was, yeah.
I feel good today.
Originally coined by British art critic Lawrence Alloway, this art movement celebrated the post-war consumer boom. Identify this school of art whose most notable proponent was Andy Warhol. Keith, just...
Pop art.
Yeah. John 15. Before his career as a politician, this man worked as a trainee chef whilst also training as an...
Steve? Freud?
No.
Oh, I thought it was such a good answer.
Whilst also training as an amateur boxer. Between 1970 and 2010, he was the Labour MP. Martin?
John Prescott.
It is John Prescott, yeah, for Hull East.
That was in there.
This composer described his most famous work as 17 minutes of orchestra without any music. He was born in 1875 and often accused of copying the work of fellow French composer Debussy. Major works include Mother Goose, Rhapsody Española, and the ballet Daphne and Chloe. Name this composer who was perhaps better known for his orchestral work Bolero. Steve?
Ravel.
Ravel, yeah. Originating in Austria and first sold in Thailand, this drink is the most popular of its kind. Steve?
Red Bull?
Yeah.
You went in there, wait.
No. I think something else.
The first episode of which classic sitcom involves the main character breaking an elevator several times? Martin? It is, yeah. Failing the job interview and having a bit of trouble with the coal shed door. So that's 15 for Keith, 11 for Martin, 6 for Mike and 5 for Steve.
I've got you, mate.
TV comedy again. This TV comedy programme first appeared on British TV in 1990 and both Ken Livingstone and Neil Kinnock have made guest appearances.
Have I got news for you?
No, -1. So both Ken Livingstone and Neil Kinnock have made guest appearances on it. Characters include Gus Hedges, George Dent and Damien Day, who all worked... Mike?
Hold the dead donkeys.
Drop the dead donkey.
Drop the
Close
dead
enough,
donkeys,
yeah.
sorry.
Right, I want to name the year. Name the year in which the following occurred. Samuel Beckett was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. Margaret Thatcher was appointed shadow spokesman for education. Rocky Marciano was killed in a plane crash. John Lennon and Yoko Ono had their famous Bed in Peace demonstration.
I'm going to go for 69.
Yeah, and Neil Armstrong became the first man on the moon.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't leave it too long there.
This song was a hit on 4 separate occasions in the 20th century. The title of the song contains the name of a country, and it was a hit for the Shadows in 1978. Sinead O'Connor. Mike?
Argentina.
Title of the song?
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Yeah.
Put you on 10. This city first appeared on European maps over 1,000 years ago and was chosen as its nation's capital in 1443 by Christopher III. Between 1940 and 1945, it was occupied by German troops. Steve?
Oh, I'm going to go for Warsaw.
No, -1. Martin?
Oslo.
No. And it was the site of a famous naval battle in 1801. It shares its name with the Duke of Wellington's horse. Keith?
Copenhagen.
Yeah. So 17 to Keith, 10 to Mike and Martin, and 5 to Steve. This film was based on a true story and was adapted from a book by Robin Moore. The 1971 original was set in New York and it won the Academy Award for Best Picture. For which film did Gene... Martin?
The French Connection.
French Connection's right, yeah. Which sport made its debut at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics? And
Synchronized swimming.
yeah,
Excellent.
excellent. Who entered the record books in August 2013 by achieving his 9th top 10 single from the same album? The album is entitled 18 Months and features the tracks Sweet Nothing.
Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris is right, yeah.
Excellent.
This billionaire's real first name is Keith, although you rarely hear it being used.
Rupert Murdoch.
Rupert Murdoch, yeah. This country is divided into 23 provinces and has a population of around 35 million. A golden sun is depicted at the centre of its flag, and until the 19th century, this country was ruled by Spain.
Argentina.
Yeah. John 19. Published in 1722, this novel centres around a character born in Newgate Prison and who later goes on to marry her brother. Kim Novak stars in a night.
North Flanders.
North Flanders, yeah. Right, I need 2 answers for this one. So, with 4 letters in their names, which African country and South American capital city are Yeah,
Mali and Lima.
yeah, spot on.
Excellent. Excellent.
I was going to give you some clues, but obviously didn't need them. 21, Keith. The jukebox musical Moving Out, which opened on Broadway.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, yeah. The 5th largest country in the world, only Russia, Canada, China and the USA are larger. It's the world's largest producer, Martin Just.
Brazil.
Yeah. John 16. The architect's experience in greenhouses greatly influenced his design of this structure. Noted for its innovative use of glass and wrought... Keith?
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace was right, so you're 1 away. 23. This Broadway musical came out in 1957 and the movie version was released in 1961. Martin?
West Side Story.
It is West Side Story, yeah. So that's 18 to Mike and Martin, 5 to Steve, and 23 to Keith.
What was that?
Which...
How many to Steve?
5.
Run that 5 again, will you?
Which FTSE 250 company began life in 1979 with a single outlet in North London? It was named after a New Zealand schoolteacher who told the founder that he would never make it as a businessman. It is famous for low prices, long opening hours, cask ale, and supporting the... Steve?
Thresher?
No, -1. And supporting the smoking ban in pubs. It was founded by Tim Martin and currently has 880 outlets in Britain.
Can't do it.
Wetherspoons.
Wetherspoons is right, and that's 25.
Excellent. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the final score?
25 to Keith, 18 to Mike and Martin, and 4 to Steve.
Oh, half point for you two. That's useful for me. That'll do.